All right, I think we are ready to go. For today's session, and I'm saying today's because our idea is to keep creating success cases so everyone can see what Play can really do for you. So, for today, we have Ray over here from Best Agents. Ray is a founder and CEO of his company. He's working in digital marketing and is an expert in the real estate field. So, Ray, I want to thank you for taking the time and being here today with us and with everybody. And let me start by asking you a bit more about you and about your agency. So, in your marketing journey, were you doing something about paid media campaigns before Play, or was Play kind of the first thing you did related to digital marketing?
Okay, well, hi, Caro, and yeah, thanks for including me in this. I'm a big fan of Play, so always happy to jump in and help out wherever I can. Yeah, before Play, we were creating probably digital assets for our real estate agent clients. We were doing a lot of, we still do that, ebooks, landing pages, strategies, email marketing. Kind of working the funnel client, like attraction, retention, and nurture, that sort of thing. But then when Play came along, we saw this fabulous opportunity to leverage the power of social media and AI for our ads. And it's really become the mainstay of our business because our clients really love being able to quickly jump in, create multiple campaigns, and then have AI do the heavy lifting to direct the budget. So yeah, that's the short story.
Yes, and it is amazing. And Ray, I wanted to ask you about real estate. You are advertising in one of the, if not the most difficult of categories, because A, you're working on a special category, and B, you have a lot of competitors.
Yep.
So, when you came in to start advertising, did you think something about like the difficulties you were about to face, and did you find any at the beginning?
Well, I just really know the real estate space very well. I'm a fourth generation real estate agent. I've been in real estate all my life. I know I know how real estate agents think. I know what they want, and I think I'm pretty good at getting it for them and helping them with it. It is very, very competitive. Increasingly competitive, and it's harder and harder for agents to stand out. But one of the big things about real estate, Caro, I find is that we are kind of, our industry is dominated by the Trulios and the Zillows and the real estate.coms of the world, the realtor.ca in Canada. What we can do is leverage the power of social media finally to compete with, using Play and the platform and AI, to compete with these big real estate portals. Yeah, I understand the space, and I really like the space. I like real estate agents. I like the way they think and how they work, and yeah, I know them pretty well, and we love helping them.
And that's awesome because it really shows in your work and in the results you're getting. So before jumping into the results, I wanted to ask you a tricky question. I'm coming from Play, but how hard was it for you to first start working with the platform, connecting all your clients' accounts, and launching the first campaigns?
Okay, yeah, good question. Good question. What I did was my strategy was to reach out and make connections with my VIPs, my nearest and dearest, the people that I spend most of my time with, and the people I've been working with for the longest. I mean, I've been working with some of my clients going back 10 or 15 years, 20 years in one case. So it was pretty easy to reach out to them and say, hey, got this new idea, got this new platform. I'd love you to try it because I think it will make a huge difference. Why don't we dedicate 6 months to making this work? I'll help you. I'll learn as we go. You'll learn as we go. I can either place your marketing for you or show you how to do it. So that sort of facilitated me like creating videos and mini courses and that sort of thing. And that's how I did it. So I got those guys on board, and if somebody's watching this and they're looking to start, I think it's a really good strategy because then you can leverage your VIPs who you've helped get some results. And there's nothing more powerful than a testimonial when we go to market something, right? So having a third party say, yeah, I used this and it worked really, really well. We call our platform the AI ad machine. So I purchased aiadmachine.com, and that's where we market platform from, and that's been very, very successful. But that was the strategy that we used.
Okay, then it's perfect. That's the first step for me to start sharing some numbers with everybody. And I'll let you take over here, Ray, so you can start telling us a bit more about this client of yours, Brad from Northside Realtors.
Yes, yes. Well, Brad's a client of ours in Sydney, Australia, and it's so competitive. There would be literally thousands of agents within a couple of miles of his office. It's so competitive. But what he did was he created this, like, everybody wants to buy a house in Sydney, and homes in Sydney are very expensive. So he sold this ad very, very quickly, sold this home very quickly, I'm sorry, using the platform, by the way. And then he thought, well, why not create a just sold ad? When you're selling real estate, or when you're selling, anybody watching this, when you're selling a service, it's great to have something physical that you can show the results of it. So it's harder to sell a service than it is to sell something like a phone or coffee or a car, or you can see it and touch it. We can do that with real estate. So kind of the real estate service is the byproduct of selling the physical thing. So he got this campaign out to the world. I forget the stats specifically, but I think he had, I think the cost per click came down to something like 2 cents. And I'm pretty sure that his click-through rate or engagement was 3 cents, okay, and there's engagement, over 20%, which is just phenomenal. I haven't seen those kind of numbers before, and if it wasn't for the platform that created all these multiple ads, then we wouldn't do it. I mean, as Brad said to me when I was pitching the platform to him, and he said, well, why create just one ad when I can create 100? So that's the summary. I've since used that in a marketing headline, and it works very, very well.
Oh, that's great to hear. And yes, for everyone taking a look at the numbers, these are insane. And these are numbers that the platform can help you achieve.
Yep.
So my next question, Ray, would be, with all your different clients, do you replicate the same strategy you did with Brad? Or do you have another set of strategies depending on what they're selling, if it's a house that they just sold, or how do you work with this?
Okay. We kind of learned this by accident, but the most popular, the ads that get the most clicks and have the highest click-through rate and the lowest cost per click are actual properties for sale. So our strategy is to, with the agents that we're working with, is to make sure that they're using the AI ad machine or Play to get as many properties listed as they possibly can. And once they do that, they're really starting to see some momentum over time, to the point where, by way of example, some of our clients, when they go to a listing presentation to meet with a seller to list their property for sale, they're showing them on their phone how the local Facebook ad, and they just scroll in and they can see one of their local ads for sale, and that's a big converter because every property seller wants more eyeballs on their ads on their property for sale. So that's chiefly the strategy that we use. We also use a lot of just listed, just sold lead generation and niching lead generation. For example, we've got campaigns where we connect with people who say my clients offer a discount to retirees who might be downsizing, that sort of thing. And because we can jump in and access some of the amazing Shutterstock images and things that are included with our account, our clients can jump in and access, I think it's 50 million videos and 30 million images. So that makes a huge difference as well. So, if you're selling a lifestyle property with horses or on the beach or, elderly downsizing, you're able to jump in and grab those videos as well. Very, very powerful, those beautiful stock images.
Oh, that's wonderful to hear. And yes, everybody, that's all included in your Play account. So just to finish this amazing conversation, Ray, let me ask you one question that I'm about to ask everybody who's in this sessions. If you could just give a piece of advice for someone who's a beginner and starting to launch campaigns and Play and testing new things, what would you tell them?
Okay, probably what we talked about before, Caro. I would reach out and say to some of your clients or somebody that wants to work with you, I'd say something like, you know what, I will work with you night and day to show you how this works. I'm only going to work with a few people, and just set aside a month or three, because it's going to be the best investment you can ever make. Make those people raving fans, your disciples, bring them on board, because as you and I both know, there is a learning curve to this, but you know, I guess the thing as well is I like to say, if it was easy, everybody would be doing it, right? So there is a learning curve. It's way easier than negotiating Facebook or Meta Ads Manager. I'm not even interested in doing that. Neither are my clients. Where this is fun to use. It's wonderful to see the AI bring everything up. But that's what I'd suggest right from the start, is to be able to create that example and make sure you create some raving fans.
That is an awesome piece of advice. So thank you, Ray, for sharing. And for anybody interested in reading the full success case, you will have a link for the PDF so you can get it and take a look at the numbers and strategy. And you can always reach out if you have any questions about this. So thank you so much, Ray, for being a part of sharing this with our community. And well, everyone, we will see you in our next video.
My pleasure, Caro.
Thank you.